Okay, here we have finished the rainwater collection project. Originally we had just two black tanks, and they were on a pile of skids, maybe about this high. Anyway, we put the IBC tote underneath, supported it with some wood, put the IBC tote on some railway sleepers on some gravel. So this tank is redirected with the gutter flow here, and it flows in, fills up this tank, overflows here, goes into a connection into the IBC totes, which you can't see, they're all behind the tarp, but it fills up, there's like 6 altogether, fills up this tank, overflows to that tank, to this tank, overflows this way, into this tank, into this tank, into this tank, and then through this pipe here into the bottom tank, filling 8 tanks in total on this side. I should also mention that this one has a quick connect faucet now, and down here the connections that we made to make the 2-inch and 2 1/8 inch connections had to sort of hodgepodge things together because the 2 1/8 inch is very difficult to connect. Anyway, and this is also a cheap part that ended up being a 1-inch connection here, which we had to reduce in a very creative way. But anyway, I'm hoping that that works out just fine, and now it's down to a standard quick connect on the garden hose. This is the other black tank. We did a similar thing, took the stacks of pallets out, built it up on a base of sleepers, which hopefully they're okay. We had the one tank supporting with wood, and then the black tank. Black tank fills up with rain with a mosquito catchment over top, the mesh. It overflows down this pipe into another mosquito mesh cover, because it's a little bit lower, this stack, so it can gravity feed over to here, fill up, then overflows with this pipe here, comes down, fills up this tank, fills up here, and because I didn't drill the holes earlier, I didn't want to move all this stuff again, so instead of making the connection here, I ended up coming out, making a 90-degree and going in there. All of them have quick connect, except for this one, which we makeshifted with a pool connection so we can utilize some of the fast flow rate. And then there's a quick connection up here and one up there as well. Currently we've got a quick connection on this hose here. This hose is feeding a hose reel. This reel is then going all the way over there, off into another reel connection. So we actually did double length of hose, and that's filling various garden barrels so they can dunk a hand water or like a watering can straight into or a bucket so they can water from there. Here's the side of the barn, same concept. This one is shared with the 4-plex, and the other 8 stack are by themselves. But this is going into a mosquito mesh screen to catch any debris before it flows in. It fills up this tank, overflows at this point, comes down, fills up this point, fills this up. It both has quick connections for garden hoses. Here is the house tanks. They're a little bit harder to see because they're hidden in the bushes. But basically this overflow comes from the house, comes down, spins off here with a plastic hose type of thing. And it fills up this tank, same story. You can't see the overflow because it's on the far side, but once this tank fills up, overflows into this tank, and then it both has the quick connections on the front, which I won't show you here. And then there's a barrel over here so that if both these fill up, you can overflow it by hand with a hose straight into the spot. Alright, well there you have it. That's about, let's see, 8 plus 4, it's 12, plus the 2 and the other 2. So it's about 16 tanks total. So approximately 16,000 liters, maybe a little bit more, from originally just 2 tanks. So quite a bit of increase, and hopefully that rides the garden through the summer this year very nicely. Thank you all for watching, and let me know if you have any questions. This is Tim Burrows signing off. Thanks.